And I think there is something here for wives and moms in a really unique way that we are being asked to be fully integrated and healthy with the Lord. And for me, which I think all of us can pray with this and ask Him to help you order your days in His peace, to order your life in His will. For me, it means not being on my phone, especially near my children. It means reading a book in front of my kids, like next to them.
Yeah.
You know, praying in front of my kids, inviting them into prayer, disciplining them appropriately, not too harshly, and trying to speak to them in the way that I think the Lord speaks to me, with dignity. And then generally just looking at our days, because I think as mothers especially, we want to give every child the opportunity to do all of the things. And what's fair for this kid, that means every kid should get to have that. And that can build up really quickly, and your family structure and your rule of life can fall apart really quickly. And so really just being discerning about what it is you're taking on as a family. Because again, the unrelenting pace is unsustainable. And ultimately, that's not an abundant life. An abundant life is giving our children a family who loves them, who sees them, who reads a book with them, who looks at them in the eye, who treats them with dignity more than a school dance or another sporting event.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really want to encourage everyone to look at what your schedule is with your family. And it's not, again, I feel like I say this a lot, but it's not trite. This is of great importance to your children, to their growing up, and to their own identity as people, as sons and daughters of God. And it's not just your children.
This is what Megan said. It really struck me. I underlined it, actually. Occasionally, I stole a scarce moment to reconnect with my husband, and my heart just broke.
Yeah.
That's the reality of family life for so many people. I'm on this blog mailing list for this couple, this family that's so sweet. And they described they're coming into this new year and thinking, we need to disengage. We need to slow down. And they said this thing that you've heard 1,000 times, we have become ships passing in the night.
Yes.
Even with our own kids, like I'm running this kid here and this kid here. And your family suffers for you and your spouse not having that time together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so popular in culture to treat our spouse both ways as a roommate or as someone who's our helpling, and not in the way that God ordained it.
Totally.
As a helpmate. But this person is like my servant and should do what I want them to do. Yeah, this relationship above all, after the Lord, is the most important relationship, and the one that your kids are going to look to and have burned into their memory how we treated each other for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
Again, not trivial. It's not virtuous to put everything in front of our relationship with our spouse. What is virtuous is to honor our spouse, to serve them, to love them, to speak to them with respect, to not be deceitful, to not lie, even if we think it's a small lie. And I'm speaking to myself as someone who struggled with lying for a lot of years.
Yeah.
The deeper I've gone with the Lord, the more I long to value my husband and my marriage and the oneness of the sacrament that I once thought was trivial or trite or cute to be belittling. And the more I go into intimacy with God, the more I long for intimacy with my husband.
Wow.
For a long time, I thought it was appropriate or normal to buy things behind Mike's back or to do things behind Mike's back that was just a normal part of being married. You're just hide this thing. I don't know. Why did I think that? I don't know.
But I think you're on the other side. You have a more Christian view of marriage.
Yes.
Right? And there's been a deeper grafting into oneness with Mike and a deeper conforming, I think, to what Jesus designed the sacrament of marriage to be. But I think culturally, sure, it's funny and cute. Don't show me your Target receipt,
right.
Or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, but it does. You're right. Like when we look through the eyes of a Christian, it's like, wow, that's actually not okay.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's not okay to talk poorly about our spouse. I understand doing it in therapy or with a trusted friend and like honestly seeking unity with your spouse. But for much of my marriage, I struggled with talking poorly about Mike in order to receive the affirmation that it was okay to hate my marriage or it was okay to be resentful about my marriage. You deserve better, Jenna.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeking it out with people who were calling me to virtue.
Who were for your marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's this quote by St. John of the Cross that I love. And I'm going to say it poorly, but if there is no love, put love and you will find love. And that's how I feel about multiple relationships, but especially it's just ringing true to me right now.
Yeah.
If we are struggling in our marriages and there is no love, put love there and you will find love there. But it is an act of deep charity and devotion and love to serve someone and to love someone when it's hard.
Yeah.
But it comes back to right ordering our lives with Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I would hope that when I die, Mike would have the most kind things to say about me, who sees me at my absolute worst, who I treat the absolute worst of anyone, but that he can see my life with integrity, that he can say, like, I showed him mercy and that I received his mercy as well. Like there is an exchange of love. Again, even when it's incredibly hard and you don't think it's possible. And I guess what feels so important to say is that the little things that we think are little or small are just the evil one's way to get in the door if we're not doing the big things, if we're not doing the big sins.
It's so true.
Hi guys, Jenna Gizar here. I just want to say thank you so much for coming over to our YouTube channel, hitting that subscribe button, liking this video so we can continue to create content that brings you life and happiness and laughter and gives God all the glory. We love you. We'll see you next time. Bye.